Hey everybody, welcome to SETTA'S Place. Today is crochet with me again. I'm continuing with my orange yarn. It is early in the morning again, so my voice sounds a little, I haven't started drinking my coffee. I got a coffee here, so I need to wake up. But I wanted to go ahead and do a video and show y'all where I'm at on my orange blanket. I keep on saying triangle, but it's the rectangle blanket I'm doing for my couch. And so grab your project, whether it's crocheting or knitting, or if you're sitting and listening, doing your diamond painting or whatever, grab it. Let's get to stitching. So a lot has happened this week. Or 2 weeks, actually, about 2 weeks, I don't know. Stuff's been going on. And I'm cutting my little fan on. Hopefully it's not too loud. Anyway, trying to think. Okay, last time, I think in the last video, I told you my mom had been sick. Well, she had the C to the V to the D. YouTube, you can't say certain words. They used to, but I don't know if it's as bad as it used to be, but she had that. And so she didn't, of course she didn't know she did. She went to ER and then she had it, but they sent her home the next day, and I just did all the fluids and keep her medicines, all that good stuff. So, and my mom is 91, so of course she needed some help, but she, yeah. So we did that, and I have some footage that, when us crocheters or knitters, you take your stuff anywhere you go. And of course, when you go to a doctor's appointment or emergency room, if you're going to be waiting for a bit and stuff like that, you got to take a project. And I did. So I'm going to insert some footage of that. And now the footage I got is of, I'm gonna tell you about the rest of the story in a little bit, but two emergency room visits, and then the pharmacy. But I'm gonna show you, for those of you who don't know, like, what are you making? What yarn are you using? I'm using the Bag O' Day Tonal Hues in the orange yarn, which is Burning Through the Sky, is the color name, and it's beautiful. So this is what I'm using, and I'm using a 5.5 millimeter hook. It recommends a 5, but I'm using 5.5. And then, let me see. So let me show you where I'm at. I've worked on it since those little clips. I've worked on it since then. And I'm using I keep wanting to say triangle, rectangle tutorial, which is in the description box. On my tutorial list is the rectangle, how to make a solid rectangle. And but I'm changing it up a little bit because I want it to be a little different for this, not just a plain solid rectangle. Anyway, so let me see. Let me show you where I'm at. Y'all ready? It's so pretty. Here we go. Can y'all see? I'm looking through the holes. Can y'all see? There. So that is how it is looking so far. It's beautiful. Now I am doing some front posts. Then I, did some regular stitches. Then I'm back to doing front posts, and I'm back to doing regular. So I'm making it up as I go. I do not have a pattern. All I have, like I say, is the tutorial on how I started the rectangle. And then I just added in my front post. And, but yeah, isn't that beautiful how it's working up? And, yes, I love that fade, the way it fades. Awesome. So from the last video, I said I was gonna do this a little different, but I also said I'm doing it as I go. Because at first this part here, I wasn't doing, but I decided to go ahead, keep going, because I was liking the way it looked. So I've changed up my design a little bit. And I did try, before I started before I started this part, I still started doing some popcorn stitches, but I just wasn't liking it with this so far. I might do it later, but I tried, well, maybe making smaller ones like little baubles instead of popcorns, you know, one smaller than the other. I was like, nah, I just went back to this. And but I might put some, you know, popcorns or something on the ends or something. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing until it happens. So, okay. So as you can see in that other clip, have my yarn on my yarn holder wristlet thing. And so I still have got it on here. And I think there's one clip I didn't have. Well, I couldn't find it, where my mom was in the hospital bed. She was there for the first time. I don't know if I told you it already, but we were there, I think 8 hours. Well, I was there 8 hours. And then they said they were keeping her, so she spent the night, you know. So I put this on the end of her bed. Because, you know, the hospital bed has those bars that they go up and down. And the end of it is open, so I just stuck this on there, and it was hanging. She's a crocheter too. She knows. Yeah, it's okay. She was, you know, sleeping in and out when the doctors come and stuff, so she knew. So I got that. Where did I do with my hook? Oh, here it is. Oh, let me get a drink of coffee, y'all. Here, choose happy. My husband made some coffee. I added some cinnamon, ground cinnamon. So good. I'm so tired, y'all. Oh, let me get started and I'll tell you the rest of the story here. Let me find where I left off. Okay. This is, look how it's a nice size. It's down past my knees and up here. So pretty good, pretty good. Okay, so like I said, first time we went, you know, we found out she had to C to the V to the I to the D. I don't know if we can't, I don't know if we still not supposed to say it, but I'm not taking a chance. But anyway, so they kept her one night and she brought her back home, and you know how it makes you, you know, you gotta rest and it makes you sleep and how you feel. So she slept a lot, you know, letting her body heal with all that, you know, stuff going on. And she sleeps on her right side. Yeah, on her right side. And that's, you'll probably say, well, why are you telling us that? We'll find out in a second. So she was getting better, you know, how you get better and everything, and still tired, have a little cough, but she's better. And hold on, let me get started so I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I'm just doing double crochets right now. Okay. Yeah. So then, well, before even she had that, she was having some pain in her knee area, like here and in her knee area, like back and forth, just here, you know, here and there. She's like, her knee was hurting, then a little bit of her foot would hurt a little bit here and there, but they didn't put anything together. And then after she laid on that right side for all those days, you know, trying to get better, she said her hip was hurting. And it got so bad where she could barely like walk, and it was pain and pain, you know. But as soon as I seen it developing, where she was saying where the pain was and how it was acting, I knew what it was. As soon as, cause yeah. And so it got so bad she wanted to go ahead and go in, because she wanted to make sure it wasn't her, because she had a hip replacement on the other side years and years ago. And she wanted to make sure it wasn't her hip, you know, something like that. So make sure they do x-ray, you know, check it. So we go ahead and go in, and she's in a lot of pain, and they check her out. And as soon as we get there, they call it triage. It's the military hospital on base. They call it triage, but they probably might call that in the regular hospital too. I don't know. Anyway, then that nurse, when she was just telling her and describing it to her, what was going on, and she said it sounded like sciatica. And I looked at my mother, yeah, because that's exactly what I said. But it wasn't official, it was just her saying what she thought. So she goes on back, and then the doctor comes in and do the same thing. You know, you have to tell everything over and over and over and over and over again. And the first one comes in, and of course he has to touch her hip where she says it's hurting. So he's on her hip and back end and her hip. She's turned to her side, and he's, you know, touching her to see where the pain is. And he's like really touching and moving, and it's not hurting on the hip part. I mean, he's really touching that joint and in there, and it doesn't hurt. Which I knew it wasn't gonna be that. Because I hadn't said anything to the doctor of what I thought it was, or the nurse, you know, it wasn't written down. It was just us talking. And he's like, well, if it was the hip, I wouldn't be able to do this because this would hurt, you know. And so he kept on touching around, and she wasn't, no, that don't hurt, that don't hurt. I said, go up and over a little bit, and I kind of pointed to, because I knew there's this one specific spot. If you have sciatica issues, well, as far as I know, I don't know everybody's the same, but there's this one spot on your back that if someone touches it, you like scream and jump and holler. That's how it was for me anyway. And so I guided him that way without saying anything. It's like, well, try this up over, you know. And I said, go easy though, because it don't take much. And so as soon as he got to that, he said, this is hurt. He's like, no. I said, go over just a little bit more. And then when he got there, she screamed. I said, yep, that's it. To my, you know, and he's like, oh, okay. Because I knew that from the way she was describing the pain and the way it happened, and because, yeah. And this is, you know, because that's what I had. And so I recognized it. So, you know, they did the x-ray anyway to make sure it wasn't everything. And she does have arthritis in her hip. She's had that, but everything looked basically not much different from it did years ago from the x-ray before. So it wasn't the hip, so it was, you know, that nerve, that's where this pain was shooting down. And I know. So anyway, but my theory is from when she is in the bed and she laid on that side, I mean, it wasn't just like you sleep regularly and you get up and blah, blah. She was on that in the bed for days because trying to recoup, and that laying on that nerve on that side. That's what I think aggravated it, because she already had pain shooting. You know, remember I told you she had pains here and there before that, but I think laying on it for that long aggravated it. I could be wrong. If there's doctor nurses here watching, I could be wrong. But that's just my theory. And but anyway, so poor mother, we've been dealing with that. They gave her upped her pain medicine, and gave her some I keep saying Novocaine patches, but it's lidocaine. Some patches that you put on, and it's supposed to help with the pain. And some people, they said it don't help, and some people it does. Just depends on, you know. And you can also do the, you know, hot compress or cold compress, you know, all the things. But the patches have been working pretty good for her. So I'm glad of that. And then at night, that extra pain medicine so she can sleep and that kind of thing. But so I'm a little tired, been busy helping out mother. And let's see. So then we took her to her regular doctor's appointment. You know, we follow up after being in the hospital, because it was like 2 hospital visits. So, oh, and then they want her, because, you know, with sciatica, you have to rest, but also you have to move. You have to move it, you know. It's weird. You gotta rest, but then get up. So she just needs to move more too to help, you know. So she can have some physical therapy come to the house. So we had to get her doctor to say, you know, get all that set up. And he also checked her and asked her, you know, anything else going on and blah, 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 the good stuff. So we had to pick up her medicine. So that's what one of the clips was at the pharmacy. On the wheelchair handle, I put this on the wheelchair handle. I'm like, we was there for a little bit. I got a little bit done. And then, so then now, this is where I'm at. I mean, I worked on it since here at the house. Then, now, this is where I'm at on the size of the rectangle. And I love, love, love the way it's turning out. So pretty. Tell you, this is just the most beautiful yarn. Oh, I got, my Mary Maxim is where you can get this yarn. I got my link, y'all. So it's an affiliate link. And if you use the link, it helps me out. No extra cost to you. So if you wanted to get this yarn or any yarn, anything from Mary Maxim, if you use that link, it's in the description box. It helps me out. So, but yeah. And I'm not sure what colors. I think they have a couple of colors still in stock right now. And I was watching Crystal's channel. She was talking about why it's so hard to get the yarn right now. But yeah, a lot of stuff going on with, you know, the tariffs and all that. So Turkey, because this is from Turkey, so yeah. So, and I think she said that other places that higher tariffs are switching to Turkey because it's not as much or something. So now Turkey is like got a bunch of overwhelmed with stuff, so it's taking longer to get hers to restocked. But it's supposed to be restocked, I think she said, at the end of September. I can't remember. Y'all go watch. Go watch her channel. And her other channel, Nerdy Crocheter. I think that's where she was on that one when she was telling me. And but anyway, but there are some colors still available. The last time I looked, and it is worth it. It's so soft. But anyway, so use the link for Mary Maxim if you want to get anything from there. It's in the description box, and I also have a Premiere link down there, and what else? I have Diamond Art Club link. You can get 20% off on that one. Oh, Darn Good Yarn, and I have a 20% off link. But yeah, so check out links down below. Okay, so now, okay, where did I leave off? So sciatica, but it's some days are better than others. That's how it is. Like, depends on how you lay on it. If you lay on it longer, or you don't move as much, or just sit there, it can make it. This one day it was really good. It didn't hurt. She did really good. The next day she was like, ah, but it comes. Hopefully it won't. It'd be nice if that was it. But like for mine, it's ongoing, but it's in spurts. Like there's times when I have to just sit up. I'm out. Then it's other time. Majority of the time, it's just pain all day. It's just there. It's just the way it is. And then there's days it doesn't bother me. But there's always sometimes, but the majority of the time, there's like a nagging pain. It's like a little nagging pain all the time. But anyway, so that's what's been going on in that area. And seems like there's something else. Excuse me, y'all. I'm yawning. I've been carrying around my yarn in my I am yarned and dangerous. That's my bag I've been using to carry my stuff around in. I have it ready for just to grab if you have to run out or something. It seemed like there's something else I was going to tell y'all. Can't remember now. I had planned on having a lot of stuff done. I hadn't started the tutorial yet for the scrappy basket, which I keep saying y'all is gonna be doing, but hopefully I can get that started. What else? Get this in here. Oh, yeah, my turtles, aren't they beautiful, y'all? Aren't they beautiful? I haven't talked to y'all since since I put those up, so I hadn't had a chance to talk about them except the video where I showed y'all about it. But aren't they beautiful? I just love it. I love them. I love them a lot. Oh, they're so cute. Jeff is so talented because it's a lot of work being able to cut. Like I said, I don't know, in case you didn't see the other video, this is cut paper, the cutout of the turtle and the design of the shell, and the whole turtle is cut. So it's really crazy how he has to do it, because silhouette paper is black on one side and white on the other. On the white side, he draws whatever he's making. Then he has to take this really sharp, like X-Acto knife blade, and he cuts it out. But you have to know it's going to be opposite on the other side, so you have to cut out the thing. Like, it's really, you have to do the opposite. In your mind, you have to know to cut out the opposite, so when the other flip it over, it's this on this side. It's really cool. I mean, I just don't think I could do not like that. nowhere near like that. Let me see. Did I? So he did that with the turtles, and then I had the idea of putting the picture of my yarn, the blanket I made in the last crochet with me. I took a picture of the blanket, and then I used a corner of it to blow it up, and then we put it behind there. So this is the bottom part, the stripies at the bottom. The little baby turtles have the stripes that are at the bottom, and this is the corner of the granny square that's in on the top, and kind of like, let's see. Let me borrow this little set. Let me borrow it. This isn't a picture of it. This is the way it's made. So I took a picture of this part, and then I used that corner for the big turtle. And then the stripy part at the bottom, I took a picture of just the stripe, and then, or blew it up, just this part, and then that's what's and had copies made. This is really cute too. I might have to make a big one look like this. Little Setta'S blankie. She still lost her shoe. I still haven't found her shoe yet. She's got her tea. But anyway, and then after we did that, I'm like, wouldn't it be cool? Because he was gonna put it in like a frame, but not matting or batting, whatever it's called, not batting, and with the frame and everything. But I was like, wouldn't it be cool if we could stick it on the wall as a stuff? So we figured out how to do that with that stuff. I explained it in the video, y'all. And then I put the backy thing on, hang it on the wall, and that's what we came up with. It's so cute. They're adorable. And I'll put that video down in the description box if y'all want to go back and watch it if you haven't seen it. It explains it a little better. And but yeah. So if anyone is interested in having one, let us know. I have it in my Ko-fi shop where you can order, and you can have your own picture that you took of your own, you know, crochet, and you just send it to me, like email or something, the picture, and I'll put it in behind the turtle or whatever. Because I saw some comments, some people were like, I like to have a butterfly. Someone else like, I want to have an owl. Well, you just have to order it and we can work on it. So, of course, he'd be working on it. I would just do when doing the picture. He has to do all the artwork, you know, cutting and carrying on. And so it's in my Ko-fi shop. I tried to explain it the best way, easiest way in there if you wanted to order something, or if you want a turtle, and just like this one, you know. But you can always email me and ask questions if you're not sure. And that kind of thing. Yeah, I need a drink, y'all. Choose happy. Okay, and it seemed like I had a, where's my list? The things where I wrote down for things to talk about. I don't know where my list is. It's in the living room somewhere. Where I'm already at about 30 minutes, I think, so. But I haven't gotten much done. I think I've only got that much done. I can't talk and crochet fast. But let me do some stitches here. But it's coming along. I'm just trying, I've got some ideas of what I want to do on the other side, because the way it's going. Oh, let me show you the back, y'all. Here's the back. So I love how it works up, the way it looks. The front post. I mean, front post. But this is the back, what the back looks like. I think it's pretty on that side, too. Can y'all hear that? It's raining. It's coming down hard. Yep, it's loud. I hope there's not going to be a bunch of flooding. The lighting in here looks like it's getting dark because it's rainy outside. So it's September, so coming up on fall, even though I'm in Texas, like I said, fall temperatures aren't normally, but just maybe not as hot as usual. I don't have to go find my paper, what I was going to talk about. Anyway, well, next time. I'll use that for the next time. I might try to start that tutorial today, which I said that last time. But maybe I can for real this time. Once I get Mother settled, and when she gets up, you know, I give her, if she's feeling like having some breakfast and some hot tea, I give her that. She gets her medicine and all that and get resettled. Then after that, I can come back in here and set up my tutorial. And because it's not hard at all, so I really think I'm just gonna get started. That way I can work on, you know, off camera. Because once on the tutorial, once I just tell you what to do on this part, then I got to work it. Then show you how, you know, then I have to work it up, which is basically, so it shouldn't be that long of a tutorial because it's very easy. It's just double crochets. Yeah, I don't know if I do, I can't remember if I do single at the bottom. Anyway, and I already caked up the yarn with y'all. I'll probably have to do some more though. I don't know if that's enough, what I did. But I'm gonna try to do that today. I'm gonna try to start that. And maybe by next weekend, if not before, I can have it done for you. For those who asked. I have a playlist with all my crochet with me's in it. Well, not all of them, but when I started putting them in a playlist from a while back, and I did one where I timed myself to see how long it took to, I don't remember if I just did one row or if I went all the way around, how long it took me at whatever point I was at. And I wonder if I could beat my time, but I don't remember how big it was at that time. It would need to be the same size for me to compare. If I could do it quicker. But, oh, I think I hear my mom, so I might have to let y'all go. So it's about 30 minutes. It's not too bad. Probably got a little done on your projects. And so if you need it, rewind it or watch some other ones. Put the playlist on and get some projects done. All right, y'all. I guess I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm gonna go help my mother. And but yeah. All right, I'll talk to you later and have a blessed day.